Welcome to Arcminute Marketing, the agency that empowers local businesses and communities through the strength of SEO. In today's video, we'll be discussing harnessing the power of STP for localized markets. So let's get into segmenting, targeting, and positioning. Hi, my name is Greg Stewart. In today's video, we're going to talk about harnessing the power of STP when it comes to localized marketing. So if you're a small business that serves, a few different towns or communities or villages or cities, this is a video that should be more in your wheelhouse. A lot of times businesses find themselves competing with brands that are much too big when it comes to, comparing themselves to them as a competitor, and their marketing strategy just ends up getting drowned out by a lot of other noise from a bigger competitor. Hyper-localized marketing can help eliminate some of those competitors that are too big because they don't really have the efforts to hyper-localize their market. But you as a small business taking time to do that will help you get search engine presence and get the results you're looking for on the search engine in the markets you're looking for. So what is STP marketing? So segmenting and targeting and positioning your market, you basically want to think of all of your customer base. And if you were to add, some sort of demographic or some sort of even funny stereotypical title to some of this, you might find that your client base is made up of a few different segments. Some that we've come across before, it might be business owners that are within the first 5 years of owning their business, right? That might be a market segment. We've had it to where I've worked with behavioral health specialists that are targeting stay-at-home moms. That's actually who they're working with to help when it comes to accomplishing new goals or doing life changes. But ultimately, you want to find your segments for your brand and define who they are. That's segmenting your audience. Targeting your audience. So what are we going to ask our different market segments? That's huge. So what is it that they need? Right? So in the example that I used earlier for behavioral health, they were targeting stay-at-home moms. Well, stay-at-home moms might be, used to, raising kids at home, but now the kids are getting older and they're doing more after-school activities. And now the stay-at-home parent, it could be mom or dad really, they're finding that they got to get back in the workplace, right? So there's some life changes going on, and this is a need for them. And therefore the solution of the behavioral health specialist is targeted towards that need, right? And so targeting needs within your segments and presenting how your solution is or your service or your product is a solution for those needs is really the effectiveness and the correlation. When you bring that all together, that's when we see really good marketing campaigns. When it comes to positioning your message, well, you need to make sure it's at the right point in the customer journey. You can't ask for a sale too early or too late and get the sale. You kind of got to ask for the sale at the right time when the customer's ready, usually. But you might want to ask for other things throughout. So another segment of a customer might be former customers or already served customers. And maybe we want to target that segment and just, ask them to give us a review or refer a friend, right? So maybe we position an email to them that is one click away from our Google reviews page, or maybe we have somebody reach out to them by phone, and that's how we position ourselves, by the strategic placement of when we contact this prospect or when we contact this customer to basically see if they'll evaluate what we're asking them to do, whether it is to just get an audit, get a free trial, schedule a consultation, buy now, refer a friend. All of these are asks to the client, and essentially these are things that we want to think about when we're targeting and positioning ourselves for a message and a goal within our different marketing segments. So how does segmentation and hyper-localized markets work really? So you can segment your client base by a few different personalities like we spoke of earlier. So these could be behavioral, they could be demographic, they could be geographic. So a lot of times when we work with local businesses, They say, hey, we serve these 3 or 4 communities. We want to make sure that we're including those community names within the content we create on the site. We want to include those community names into keywords that we might buy for paid search. But this is how we hyper-localize across a marketing strategy, how we hyper-localize in local SEO. We want to make sure that we're speaking directly to those communities when it comes to our local directories, such as Google Business Profile, Apple Maps, Waze, all of those as well. So the goal is to really segment your market into maybe 3 different audiences. If you can do that, now you know where you can start targeting messaging. It's important that once you have your segments, you start to think of the needs that they have and how your products, services, your company can help resolve those needs and help them get further on with whatever they're looking to do with their life, really. That's what businesses are here doing, right? So we want to create quality content. So throughout the customer journey, some people are just trying to become aware of their options, aware of what you might be doing. They may want to get your take on some things, so understanding, what's best, what's worst, what is the top 3. These are types of blogs we see on the internet as consumers, but really they're helpful to a certain person at any given time, depending on where they're at in their customer journey, right? So it's important to create good quality content that does include your communities, your services, your segmented audiences, and the conversations that they have. This way you're providing something helpful to them. It will be rewarded. If you create quality content, you'll get on the search engine and you'll get more traffic on your website. But really, the person that's in that sales journey, that's in that customer funnel for you, if you can start helping them out by providing some good information regarding the product or service, about what you have to offer, it's going to make them such just an amazing client for you, really. And amazing clients return, amazing clients refer. So positioning your business in a local market. How do we position? So we've segmented, we've targeted, how do we position? So we talked about that a little bit earlier. When we look through the customer journey, there's different needs for customers. At one point, they're just trying to figure out what your business does. They're not going to buy a product. At another point, they want to know pricing. At another point, they say, well, where do I sign? At another point, they want to say, I want to leave you a great review or a bad review, right? Through this is the relationship that you hold as a business owner or as a marketing director, maybe, with the customer for the brand that you represent. So positioning is just saying, hey, where do we insert ourselves into their lives? So if you're already a customer somewhere, you might be on an email list, and that's how they communicate with you. So positioning your call to actions within the emails that happen from the company to the customers, that's a place that you'd position. Maybe you're running a Facebook ad campaign and you want to reach more people or retarget other people that have already visited your site with a certain call to action. Well, positioning that ask on the medium of Facebook or Instagram is going to be the way we positioned ourselves. But essentially, when we put all these together, segmenting, targeting, and positioning, we found out who we're talking to, what we should talk about, how we should help them and get them to the next step, and where we're going to ask them to do that. So when it comes to online marketing, really what you're doing is you're actually building deeper and stronger relationships with your clients and customers because they're spending time with your brand when they're at home or when they're at work, as opposed to having to come to your establishment or give your office a call. So when it comes to building relationships, that's never not been important. I know we live in a digital world, but this would still be a key thing for your business, is to build relationships with your clients. So creating this good quality content that's localized to them, that talks about their market and the needs that are in their market, is really just going to help your brand stick around and be the resource as things go on further down the line. Segmenting and targeting and positioning just helps make sure that that lens is a little tighter, that our focus is really on a tighter audience, the one that really drives revenue for the local company, versus just speaking nationally. So we find a lot of clients at Arcminute Marketing, they will come to us and they'll say, you know, I know we have a lot of content on our website, but I don't think that it's hitting the right audience. And this is how we start to approach focusing the efforts in. Arcminute Marketing works with local businesses, mainly through search engine optimization efforts, but also through other channels of digital marketing to just help them connect with their local market better. And if they can do that, the local market can connect with them better, therefore improving the business and the community all around holistically. We invite you, if you're interested, give us a shout or visit us at arcminutemarketing.com to learn more. All right, well, we hope this video was helpful for you. Again, Greg Stewart with Arcminute Marketing. Thank you for watching.